Our relationships with our partners, our spouse, our significant other, our husband, our wife, our life partner, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to use the shorthand of partner for this video, but know that to mean whatever version of that works for you. You know what one of the biggest barriers to that being the best relationship it can be? The biggest barrier is you. You are not showing up. You are not letting that person be who you need them to be. Sometimes in our strength, we crush other people. We limit other people. And by that, I mean we limit their ability to give to us because we don't show them what we need. We're afraid to expose those parts of ourselves that could be hurt, that could be disappointed. We're afraid that they won't meet that need, so we hide it. And we act like we're strong, and we act like we don't need them. We act like we're going to be okay with or without them. And in the end, yes, you will be. But that doesn't mean that you can't be better, right? And that doesn't mean that you don't have needs. And that doesn't mean that you don't have desires that you want your partner to meet. And we all have had for our entire lives the fantasy that if they really love me, they'd understand. And I think that comes from like maybe innate early in our infancy, because we don't have words, right? As infants, the only way we have to get our needs met is to be really annoying, right? Well, how do infants get their needs met? They cry. They cry in such a way that people have to come and try to figure it out. Is the baby wet? Is the baby hungry? Is the baby gassy? Does the baby just need comfort? Is the baby cold? Is the baby hot? But in being annoying, babies get their needs met. But one of the goals of socialization, of being in relationship in society with other human beings, is to find a way to articulate your needs so that people can meet them. You no longer need to be annoying. You no longer need to be like irritable and sarcastic. That's the adult version of crying, right? Passive aggressive. Those are all adult versions of crying, if you ask me. So if you want your need met, don't be annoying. Don't be irritable. Don't be sarcastic. Be vulnerable. Tell them what you want. Tell your partner what you need. Show up in a way that they can support you, right? Show up as your whole authentic self. Pain, vulnerability, fears, and let them be who they want to be for you. The biggest barrier in them meeting your needs is you, because you haven't told them what those needs are. It's not like in the days when you're an infant and you can just be annoying until they figure it out, because you're going to get frustrated and they're going to get frustrated, and it's not going to make for a good relationship. But that also means that you need to be a good listener for their needs. And most of the time as women, we're better at taking care of other people's needs. We're going to anticipate their needs. If we get it wrong, we're going to try again. But in order for people to meet our needs, we need to let them know. And that means we need to take the scary, scary chance that they may not meet them. But then we got to say, hey, I articulated this need. Is this a need that you can meet for me? Or do I need to find this outside of the relationship? It could be with friends. It could be with families. I mean, this is a negotiation for you and your relationship that's okay to make. But it has to be, I think, an explicit discussion. Nobody can meet everybody's every need. But if you have the expectation that your partner or your spouse is going to meet a need, but they don't know about it and they don't feel capable about it, then it's okay to say, all right, then I'm going to get this need met this way, right? And if that person says, well, I really do want to meet that need for you, then teach them how to meet that need for you. I mean, this is some high level stuff. This stuff is not easy because it's so easy when we're scared or when we're vulnerable to get defensive and to get angry and to lash out. That's not going to help you, and that's not going to help your partner. These things show up in not just, partner relationships, but family and friends and even at work, right? So the biggest barrier to having the relationship that you want is you. If you want to talk about it, if you want to figure out how to get past the mask, then DM me. Let's have a consultation. I'm Dr. T.